Alright, the first deck of the day is going to be a UK German control deck. Now, there's a good chance you've run into a list similar to this on the ladder. This is one that I threw together that's largely inspired by those lists, but the big difference between what we're running here and what most other control lists of this nature are doing is that we've got things like the BALUCH Regiment and Sudden Strikes in here, whereas normally they'd be things like Wolfpack and MI5, or even the very... Do I not have any MI5s? Wow. That must be what this is. MI5, Wolfpack, so Draw Denial, and things like the new and now infamous Blockade. So those lists are doing things like trying to deny players resources. They're trying to slow them down by making their cards more expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I think that those lists are probably more optimal than this one as far as power level is concerned, but draw denial effects and effects like this, they're just not really my style. And so I opted to play, I guess, what you'd call a more mid-rangey list. And so because of that, I'd expect that we'd do a little bit better against aggressive strategies than the other decks would, but we're going to suffer against games looking to go long. So that's kind of the trade-off we made here, just playing things that that I find fun and interesting. I think that's my goal when I play games or when I stream. Yes, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to be successful, but I'm trying to do it within the confines that I find, fun and entertaining, because ultimately it's a game and you should be entertained while you're playing it. The one thing I want to point out though is that I've tried for a few weeks now to get this card to work, I guess you could say. This is a fine card. I really like this card, and I really, really want to stick it into control decks like this as like a sort of a top-end finisher slash draw engine thing. The sad thing is every time I play with this, it feels like it just underperforms. And so as much as I'd want to play this card, I just don't think it's very good right now. It's hard to justify the slot versus other things, but anyway, I just thought I'd point that out, that this is a card that I've considered for this list, and I think it's a very good card. It's just not very good in the current format right now, for various reasons. Just too many things that destroy it on site, pin it indefinitely. Yeah, so that's the thing. Hey Words, how's it going? Yeah, new profile picture. I'm not sure that I like it all that much, but we're going to give it a go for a little while and see how it is. There's no way to I guess there's no way to change that sort of stream preview window so that it's not showing a big blown up version of my icon as the preview, because that's a bit obnoxious. I had a feeling it would do that, and I'm not sure if there's a way in Twitch preferences or settings to change that. Because I'd prefer that, that would be something else, but maybe that's not possible. Maybe I just need a more zoomed out version of my face would be better. Okay, so Germany across the table. If they're a more aggressive strategy, these Baluchs would be nice. Baluch would be nice. I don't know if I need 3 of them. I'll take this, though, in case of some other shenanigans. Actually, Panther G might be good if he's a more mid-rangey list. Maybe we want this 3, 4, 5, throw these back. If he's really aggressive, though, we feel silly playing this, so maybe that's not right. Maybe I just toss these back and keep the rest. That's a fine hand. Alright. That can be scary. Now, I think it's actually correct to hit the Adler command vehicle here, because it's really going to slow him down. I think we have now enough life gain and guard that will be able to stabilize here a bit. Like, hold on, guys, phone call. Just a junk call, I think. So that was kind of interesting. So our opponent hit us with blockade and then didn't do anything. Like, they used their entire turn to take away our turn, and then they didn't do anything on their following turn. So they kind of really didn't do anything. Wouldn't be surprised to see, like, small unit move up Blitzkrieg here. Nope. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're like a tempo deck. They're trying to, like... They're trying to tempo us out of the game. That's their aggressive strategy. That plane is kind of annoying though, eh? I think I'm supposed to play this, and maybe it'll help us find something interesting. Then this moved up and hitting this. No, I won't have enough resources to finish it off with this, sadly. Then maybe I'm just supposed to do this. This. I can play this and this, looking for something. We might just be playing the guards next turn. The problem with the guards is that if he has, he could have the RAAF to bounce our stuff back, and that'd be problematic, because our life total is actually already getting kind of low here. Yeah, and he's dealing with this now, too. We might just get burned out here. So we're dead to another joint operation. Yep. That was a very interesting deck. We have 4 5th Brigade in our deck. Any one of those would have been huge that game, but we didn't see them. I think I'm gonna keep... Do I keep the ALBACORE? I think I want this if he's playing... I mean, it doesn't really matter what he's playing. I think I want this eventually. Maybe it's wrong to keep it in the opening hand, though. I think I keep these if he's running planes. This one's not as impressive in that case. Hoping to just see more of our sudden strikes and FLAMMPANZERs. Get rid of that now. This threatens to take the front line and take this out, so he needs to do something about that. Not a big deal. I think I actually moved both of these forward. Oh boy, the high density of resource denial cards that Britain has, man. Well, let's see. I want to do that to get this in carpet bombing range. Now this is in carpet bombing range. Like, I was hoping he'd take the bait there. He can, of course, get it out of range within the next couple turns. But that is what it is. I think to save myself the life total, then I just go like this. Not really looking for anything in particular, but I do like putting more bodies on the table. Hand is getting kind of full, though. I don't want him to be able to bounce something back to hand and then us lose it permanently. Yeah, I like that we baited out an Ultra with that. That's pretty awesome. Now these are live. Yeah, I mean, like, that's just a case where blockade isn't very good, right? Do I take away his play and bounce it back? Could also play this, looking to start bombing this, but then he's at 10 resources, so he can actually eat our Lancaster with his own. Maybe we just play out a guard. No, I'm gonna save that for something bigger. Maybe I'm supposed to bounce the other guard here. I just kind of wanted more stuff on the table so like I could start getting carpet bombing value next turn. Could see that being wrong. Because now we're going to take 10. Yeah, that was probably a mistake by me. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he could then just play a bunch of planes and flood the battlefield. So that was my fear. It's a good hit. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, I've made a few mistakes this game. I definitely should have taken the front line with one of these. Yep. Then I would have had space in my support line for this Lancaster. So I think we win that game if I play it properly. I was trying to get too much value off of like everything I had on board. I should have just thrown away my 1-2 plane, taken the front line, because even if he decided to eat it with his fighter, that would have been saved me 2 points of damage. And like I said, it would have freed up my support line. I wasn't really thinking about him mass pinning everything and us not getting to play more units out that turn. So definitely lost that game because I made the mistake. In fact, I think if not for that one mistake, we win that game. Almost certainly. Now the question is, do I use the Sexton here? Or do I just start killing his stuff? He's playing Soviet, so he could easily have Hammer for this. Do I move this up? Kind of want to force him to spend the resources if he wants to take stuff out. Okay, punished. We could have gotten punished by a Woken Giant, so. 6 in one, half dozen in the other, you know. Yeah, I think I'm fine giving him some life. Now is the time to pin. Possibly. We'll try it. If he's hitting this with the hammer, that means he's not playing another one of these to draw even more cards. Not that he needs them. I think I want a carpet bombing here because it gets rid of this. What is the alternative? The alternative is I could shoot this and finish it off with that. This guy's not gonna get much more value anyway. That leaves me 4 resources to play Panzer for. That might be fine. We don't really need cards. This is not that valuable. I would take the lightning here. What does this mean? Yeah, our Panzer III is doing the electric slide over here. Is he holding up air defense and that other, whatever that other card is? He just doesn't want me to like shoot the 2 things. We might get punished now for not firing off the carpet bombing when we did, because now this is out of range. We'll see, though. I don't think it's too big a deal that this is here. If he has a ton of blitzy units in hand, it could become problematic. Okay. We might want to pin everything. Alternatively, I could do what? Yeah, no, let's pin everything. Probably don't need this guard unit anymore. Although we can keep it around if we just go like this and this. I don't know that I want to move that forward into an awoken giant. But I also kind of want to clear my back line. We're kind of favored as this game goes long, so I don't think we care about this thing gaining infinite health. And he doesn't have the front line now, so I don't think I care about that quite yet. Maybe we care a little bit about the health. Yeah, we're gonna see the engineer do some work in a token strategy later. I think that's our next deck up for the day. I think we're safe to move this up. If he's Seaborn's Invasion, then whatever. We just get the guard back to our support line. Our opponent is being very annoying. Hopefully he has a bunch of 1 and 2 drops still. Okay, based on what our opponent was playing in the early game, I definitely put him on more of a front line deck, but he's a more mid-range deck that's like going pretty big, so I don't know if we can be. I didn't expect to see units like this. I think his we can do it's bought him enough time that we're not going to be successful here. So far, my so-called FM deck is not doing very well. Have we even won a game? Let's just move to the next. We can't beat 2 bombers. Well, like I said at the start of this is a deck that worked for me, but it's probably not optimal. You probably want annoying things in your deck like wolf packs and blockades. We'll give it another match or 2, and then I might call it early and move into a new deck. Rydek, thanks for the follow, man. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I think I'd throw back those. Next turn we'll look to kill this with Sudden Strike and move this BALUCH Regiment up. We'll still have enough resources to play Fortification in that case. With that in mind, now I think I'm going to do something slightly different. I think I'll still kill this. I guess it was basically the same thing, except I played this instead of this. I think this is going to be more annoying for him than this. Now he'll eat this with this and the mosquito will finish him off. Do I want to just carpet bombing right now? It's probably what I'm supposed to do. Maybe not, though. I'm moving this up to make it harder for him to encircle this, because that would be a real pain in the ass. I definitely want a guard unit, though, fearing Comet. I am on the Discord channel. Yeah, after the stream, I usually post deck lists along with the videos of the decks we played in a day. I wanted to be in a position where Leopold was unthinkable, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get there. I'm still afraid of this getting encircled, and I don't want to like roll the dice too much. I could RAAF, bounce this back, bomb this to finish it off. I'm gonna have what, 3 more resources? This is gonna get to kill this though, and I want to keep this again, because if he plays Leopold, this will come back to hand, and then this plus this, or this plus this kills it nice and cleanly. So maybe I'm supposed to RAAF. No. Oh shoot. Yeah, I ran out of time. I meant to throw this bomber away. Thanks, Lucker. Yeah, so he should be down this plane here. Like, that's probably gonna mean the difference between victory or defeat here, unfortunately. Really? Okay, then I'm definitely... I want to throw that away, shoot this. We still might be too low. He could probably like Comet us next turn and then Bismarck us the following turn. Yes, that's actually me. That was taken about a year ago. That's interesting. I wonder... What's the requirement? Is it like 50 followers? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how close. So if we die, right now our HQ should have 3 more defense. So keep that in mind if we lose this game. 75 follow. Oh, I have 75 followers. So then what's affiliate? 100? Okay, so these two kill this. This kills that. Actually, I probably just kill this, and then I pin the Actually, I probably pin that one, eh? Ah, okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I looked up the requirements because I was just not streaming enough, and even now with work, I don't have a ton of time to stream each week. Do I just bounce that back? Like, I don't know. I don't care that we're playing unit ping pong so much. But then he can bounce it, take the front line again. Just do that. Like is like, you know, a handful of people every Friday for 4 hours enough to be affiliate? Probably not, right? I remember the requirement not being like super. Yes, okay, because I remember the requirement is not like that high, but. Okay, that's kind of nice. Do I have to bounce one of those back? How are we beating a Leopold? We can't, right? We can't really at this stage. Okay, cool. I'll look into it, and then I guess you you just make the case. Sure, whatever. So far we're like 0-4 with this so-called Field Marshal deck of mine. You know what? We'll end it there because we're almost at about an hour, which is how long I play each deck anyway, and yeah, we're just not doing well. So we didn't win a single match, but I want to point out that like that last match and probably our second match that we played today, I'm pretty sure I could have won if I had played better. That said, I will repeat what I mentioned at the start of this block playing with this deck. It's probably not optimal in a world where blockade is as good as it is right now. I think you want these instead of these. And I think you want, if you want to go full greed, well, not full greed. If you don't care as much about the aggro matchups, but you care more about the mid-range and control matchups, replace these sudden strikes with wolf packs. And that would probably be your optimal list. I'm still going to post this list as is up on the Discord after the stream is done for people who are interested in this one. But yeah, give, you know, like I said, with that disclaimer, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's the way you're supposed to build this deck, with resource denial and all that stuff in mind. I guess if you're going the another route to go would be, instead of, so if you're putting wolf packs in your deck, you could go like full draw denial and like put MI5s in there as well instead of the BALUCH Regiment, and then maybe yeah, and then something. But if you're running blockades, you probably want to be running the Black Watch right now as well, right? So there's kind of two different ways you can go about it. I don't know if there's room in the deck to do both, to have like blockade Black Watch and like Wolfpack MI5. I think you're just too soft against aggro in that case. I think I could be wrong, because you're just not, like, none of these cards really impact the board enough. You'd be a nightmare for other control decks to face, though. So if you want to be an anti-control deck, I guess that's what you could do.